Reliable and quality water supplies are indispensable to the lives and livelihood of the people in Hong Kong and are critical for supporting the territory's sustainable developments. The Water Supplies Department, WSD, is charged with the responsibility of maintaining reliable and quality water supply. Currently, Hong Kong has two major sources of fresh water, which are local yield collected in catchment areas and Dongjiang water imported from Guangdong province of mainland China. Water management in Hong Kong is facing various challenges. Demand for fresh water continues to increase as a result of population growth and economic development. There is also keen competition in the Pearl River Delta on water resources. Various demand management measures are being implemented by WSD to contain the freshwater demand growth. On the other hand, climate change causes extreme weather effects such as volatile rainfall and droughts which adversely affect steadiness of freshwater supply. To support the development and livelihood in Hong Kong, visionary solutions need to be adopted to create new and sustainable water resources that can cope with extreme effects of climate change. The Total Water Management Strategy promulgated by WSD in 2008 has mapped out the strategy for sustainable use of water to ensure water security and support the development in Hong Kong. WSD completed a review on the strategy in 2019 and updated the strategy with a two-pronged approach, which emphasizes containing freshwater demand growth and building resilience in freshwater supply, catering for extreme effects of climate change with diversified water resources. Desalination removes dissolved salts and impurities from seawater and turns it into fresh, drinking quality water. It is a strategic water resource for Hong Kong, which is not susceptible to the impact of climate change. Hong Kong is a coastal city surrounded by sea. The abundant supply of seawater guarantees a constant supply of water resource for seawater desalination. In many overseas countries, such as Australia, Singapore, Spain, and Israel, desalination is a proven and widely used technology for supplying fresh water to meet the growing water demand and mitigate the impacts of irregular rainfall. Desalination technology has also been developing and improving over the years to further reduce plant operation costs, energy consumption, and the influence to the surrounding environment. WSD has conducted feasibility studies and pilot projects to explore possible locations for a seawater desalination plant in Hong Kong and to select the most suitable desalination process option. A series of studies was conducted confirming the technical feasibility of seawater desalination using reverse osmosis, RO, under local conditions for producing potable water complying with the Hong Kong drinking water standards. A subsequent review recommended that Tseung Kwan O Area 137 is a suitable location for the proposed seawater desalination plant in terms of seawater quality, availability of land, environmental impact, cost effectiveness, and synergy with other waterworks installations. In 2012, WSD engaged a consultant to conduct a desalination plant at Tseung Kwan O feasibility study for planning an investigation study for the proposed desalination plant in Tseung Kwan O Area 137, which comprised detailed investigation of the feasibility and cost effectiveness, preliminary design, formulation of the implementation strategy and program, and environmental impact assessments for the plant. With the support from the Legislative Council, Sai Kung District Council, and various advisory committees, the construction of the first stage of Tseung Kwan O desalination plant commenced in 2019. The plant is aimed to be commissioned in 2023 with a water production capacity of 135,000 cubic meters per day, which will meet around 5% of total freshwater consumption in Hong Kong. The first stage of the plant has the provision for future expansion to water production capacity to 270,000 cubic meters per day. The plant will adopt the latest RO technology to produce potable water complying with the Hong Kong drinking water standards under local conditions. Stable and reliable freshwater supply is important to maintain our daily lives and support the sustainable development of the society. The construction of the Tseung Kwan desalination plant greatly enhances the ability of the freshwater supply system to adapt to climate change and demonstrates WSD's dedication to invest in the latest technology to develop diversified water resources for provision of safe and reliable water supply.